So I often get asked what the future of art is, and I often reply with a 10-minute monologue about there being no point in anything, whilst looking onwards into the distance, the hope of anything but a meaningful life, drifting away amongst the crowd, non-existent, whilst also hoping the person who asked me goes away and gets the point. However, I think in Japan I stumbled across an art collective under the name TeamLab, and they gave me the answer to the future of art. Those words being technology and experience. So, first things first, you got to take your shoes off. Take your shoes off before you go into the exhibition, put them in the locker, and traverse up a waterfall.
Oh my god!
Then we were surrounded by fish. And it soon became apparent that this wasn't just about planets, it was about making you feel part of the planet itself, which is too philosophical and I will no longer speak about. The water was everywhere. Majestic. Then there was a squishy floor, which perhaps was the weakest part of the exhibition, only because it took near half an hour to cross it, and the joy of crossing a very squishy floor in half an hour is very testing. I actually midway took a break because, well, 15 minutes in, it's a bit much to still good though. I've still part of the experience. It's good, just very long but fun. Yes, before I knew it, lights everywhere. And I think this is one of the things about TeamLabs I really enjoyed, was you could start off in one experience, then you would go to the next experience, and it was just, you were made to feel a certain way here, made to feel a certain way there. And with a lot of exhibitions you get the kind of gist of it and the overall meaning, but here there isn't a meaning, it's just what is that to you. So, example, water, good. Squishy floor, not so good. We then went on to a different room that was huge of balloons, just big balloons, and kind of took me back to a place where I was smaller, childhood to be exact, where everything you used to be engulfed with was bigger. Yeah, but just to see the emotion on people's faces as they suddenly regret to a less stressful time, just to see people kind of just lose it. In fact, one person lost it so much that they threw one of these big balls into their partner's face, and she got knocked out. Not knocked out, she was still conscious, but she got just swept off her feet because someone threw it. Not me, I'm innocent. I was avoiding all the danger. Avoid big balls being thrown at you. Having made it to the end of Planets, we were greeted by what seemed to be fitting for a journey's end. A bird dome projected onto it, birds to give me a feeling of serenity, peace, tranquility after the end of a hard journey. A journey that represented life, planets, ecosystem, which is too philosophical, and I will end here. So, what do I think about Planets? Well, it's probably the best exhibition I've ever been to. Yeah. I often find exhibitions hard and taxing, looking at the same things over and over again. Stand, look. However, with TeamLab Planets, I was made a participant and I had to experience what was going on. I was made to be part of the art rather than just looking at the art. The experience portrayed to me was both set for me and made by me, navigating through the many mazes they created. I started to have notions of wonder, joy and serenity, which I can't be having, so no. I've got a reputation of being laid back and grumpy, that must continue. In seriousness though, TeamLabs is probably the future of exhibitions now rather than later. Borderless, the other exhibition, however, I can take it or leave it. I'll tell you about that in 2 weeks' time. Please subscribe.